starting when you're both beautiful, lovely folks. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Coco is here with Rosh and Saku, and we are continuing Ace Attorney Investigations.
Hello.
Hello, investigating to the end. You claimed that you were in the next room. That was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one Kay saw in the coat. Pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Kochan's office, headed for the Then you shed your coat in the next room, leaving it to emerge as Agent Sheena. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. And now someone's gonna get all anal about where the coat went, I'm sure. Does it sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace.
How dare you make Kay look like a bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal?
Big reveal!
Sheena?
That laugh. The sound of my nightmares. No! No!
That's his sleep paralysis, even.
Oh my god. Binks made a similar joke, except she said it was for the the blue badger that attacked. I remember this irritating laugh.
I'm getting chills down my spine.
It can't be. But it has to be.
Sheena? What's wrong with you?
Oh, baby, it's okay.
I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help but laugh. I think that's what I ended up giving her voice. I can't remember. I
Yeah, I
cycled
think
through
so.
like 5 voices for her.
Funny, you say, in whatever voice you decide to use.
Yes, that you would accuse me of being the Yatagarasu. The prosecutors of this country really are all so very strange.
Do you think you can get away with this by simply laughing it off?
You think I'm taking things too lightly? I'm not. I think not. It's that prosecutor who is. Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The Yatagarasu fled through the The Yatagarasu fled through the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Yatagarasu's escape route.
The tone of voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed.
That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I'll let loose, and then we'll have a real battle of wits.
For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind is a great honor.
Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know.
I know, and that is why I won't hold anything back either as I answer your question.
my question?
Here is your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Babel was really used recently. Guitar pick. What other proof do you need?
Yes, it's gotta be, right? Oh, I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question?
Yes. According to the ambassador's testimony.
Paliano.
I psyched myself out for that name.
Paliano. Paleno. Blah. The guy
According
who
to the
talks
ambassador,
like
pal.
this.
He said he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Kochan.
And that's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Yes.
Oh.
Hmm. The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there.
Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up?
Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Palladino said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yatagarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Kochan's office is my proof. And just what is so funny, I didn't even say ergo.
Dash is proof. Are you even allowed to submit such flaky evidence in court?
You still wish to fight us?
Of course, why wouldn't I?
In that case, let's hear your counter-argument.
My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court.
Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off years ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter if we're at the crime scene or in court. Let's finish this, here and
I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all. In my eyes, all that you've proved was that the rotating fireplace wall was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace, now can you? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation. And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Kochan's office. Sorry, that made me like...
except for his body, of course. That was pretty suspicious.
And there you have it. My counter-argument.
I didn't expect her to actually argue with me. That's very impressive. Oh yeah, I haven't figured out the business with the coat yet. She has seen through to the fact that I have yet to gather that one piece of evidence.
What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now.
If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us. But
Okay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir to the Yatagarasu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off it. The chase you're running to catch the truth, you must see it through to the very end.
Please go and get me that bloody coat.
Pleasant, thank you.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth.
With pleasure. And I will never say that about a woman again.
Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it? Sheena. Please. Show me you're someone I can trust. Don't worry. This will be the deciding match. You'll see.
I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply can't allow her to escape me again. Very well then, Agent Sheena, shall we begin?
I'm ready whenever you are. I don't know if I should be doing Yu's voice or Sheena's voice right now because she clearly dropped it and then she's pretending she didn't. So
I'd say
Well-
you're cool, whatever you want.
okay, I'll do Sheena's. That was nice and ASMR. In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used.
It sounds to me like you're saying my explanation is not good enough.
But I was able to go through the revolving door myself. So that should be proof enough, even for you, pal. It looks like you don't quite understand. But by your looks, I can guess that you're not all that learned. Learned?
Leonard.
Ouch! Talk about rude! You should watch what you say, pal.
You'd think he'd be immune to rudeness by now. Sadly, I can't say I disagree with her on that one.
Case in point. But you know what I mean, right? You may have proven the fireplace was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace. Now can you?
I'll call it what I like. So you want proof the Yatagarasu was the one who used the fireplace?
That's right. Well, do you have any?
Can you prove that it wasn't the Yatagarasu who used the fireplace?
I don't need to prove anything to you.
Objection!
Okay, if you could please not steal my line. We've talked about this.
I'm gonna help. Sorry, I just couldn't hold it in anymore.
Well, don't fret and leave her to me. All you have to do is sit back and watch. Or you could go get that coat for me. That would be cool.
Ah, you may seem to have some wiggle room, but without any evidence, it's meaningless. So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence.
It's possible that the Yatagarasu left fingerprints inside the fireplace.
Sorry, but I had the forensics team check that already. All they found were prints belonging to Ambassador Palieno and Mr. Cochin.
Curses! Curse those two men. I should have known better than to think the Yatagarasu would have been so careless. But there must be some sort of evidence that we still have yet to find.
I take it you have no further objections?
I have lots and lots of objections.
Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation.
So Interpol has finished examining the entire Babalese embassy.
Yes. The investigators who weren't allowed into Alabast are incredibly helpful. They put in great efforts to search for any sign of the Yatagarasu.
And yet, despite that effort, it appears that they failed to notice the lack of ash in the office fireplace. Furthermore, you were the one who inspected the room next to Mr. Cochin's, correct?
I didn't notice the ash there in the fireplace of that room, and for that, I am sorry.
You don't need to apologize, Sheena. As your boss, your mistakes are my mistakes. So allow me to apologize for you. I'm sorry.
You know, maybe this guy is not such a bad guy after all.
He apologizes for his subordinate and everything. What a great boss!
You get any ideas, Gumshoe?
Just slowly
Don't look at him.
At Edgeworth
I'm
with
not-
puppy dog
listen.
eyes.
Listen, I'm not looking at the job openings in his company, but my phone does happen to be on at them, alright?
Throws it out the window. Are you saying that I don't do anything for my own subordinates?
No, nothing of the sort, sir.
My
But
sister has a whip.
but he'd be right if he does.
You're someone I really respect, sir, even if you are a bit too strict sometimes.
That is only a problem on your end.
Oh wow, a way to be super hard on him in response.
Am I really too strict on everyone?
Yes.
Just gumshoe.
Pause the game while Edgeworth has an existential crisis. Flashbacks to all the horrible things he said to him.
It's done to that, like, I don't know the name of the tune, but the one that goes like.
Yes, I know the one you mean.
Anyway, Sheena. You didn't find anything in Mr. Cochin's office, right?
That's right. We finished our investigation. And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office.
And I'm back in the room. So, you really didn't find anything?
Yes, as I said, not one suspicious thing. Although, as you already know, we did find the Yatagarasu's key and the document dealing the smuggling operation. But we still haven't found the blade that belongs to the Babalese knife handle yet.
Huh. You see, my subordinates worked hard to investigate everything. So there was nothing else to find, alright?
Whoa, Agent Lang really sticks up for his people.
More puppy dog eyes.
Lang Shi says, all men are brothers, and friends become family. So you see, my people are my family, and their families are my family too.
And Edgeworth's like, utterly incomprehensible. I don't have a clue what that saying means.
Even though you just explained it, I still have no idea.
That's a rather
Family.
large family you have there.
Yes, but as we all know, there's always one black sheep in any family. And though it pains me, Agent Lang, you will know the black sheep in your family.
So, do you actually have any proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace passageway?
Shh, no. Haven't found any yet.
Then what are we gonna do?
There's no need to worry. Something always turns up at the last minute in these games. Because there's a loophole in Ms. Interpol agent's argument we can exploit first. The one in charge of the Bavli's investigation was not Agent Lang. Which means that with Agent Shina in charge, it's possible she may have tampered with the evidence. Or tampered with it, in fact. That piece of evidence that we found. If there's one thing I do know, it's that someone tried to hide it from us.
In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used.
What do we got?
Oh, maybe this one, since it was in the grandfather clock?
Maybe.
Okay.
Talking about hiding stuff.
But... so it'd probably be on the one where she's like, we didn't find anything.
Yeah. This is a suspicious thing. While you say that you and your agents have finished your thorough investigation, are you absolutely certain that you didn't overlook anything?
Well, aren't we full of ourselves, standing there insulting Interpol agents?
You better not be insinuating that my men are incompetent, Mr. Prosecutor.
I'd never do that. However, it doesn't change the fact that they did overlook something.
Morty?
I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire.
Why did I give him that voice?
For
And what
me.
exactly... Oh, sorry, Saku. I'll read you a bedtime story in Agent Lang's voice.
Yay! I will be very happy. I will sleep so soundly.
And what exactly is this supposed to mean?
A length of wire? So what about it?
I'll tell you what. We found this in the Babalese embassy not long ago.
What?
And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Kochen's office.
You found that at the scene of Mr. Kochen's murder.
But this wire wasn't all we found. We found one other very important thing.
There's more?
In Mr. Kochen's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there.
What in the...
That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right?
So what if it was?
Ah, That's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills?
No.
You see, so there was nothing in that office, nothing you can call evidence anyway.
I'm sorry, but I seem to have given you the wrong impression.
How so?
I don't recall saying that I was presenting evidence of any sort. But rather I was pointing out that your investigation was incomplete. And that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu.
You fucking lawyer. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete.
The third ruffle on my cravat.
No! How did he know?
The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Sheena. And it's not possible the reason the person K was chasing chose the third floor. Was because the person knew there would be no other agents on that floor. Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Atakarasu to the point of arresting K. In that case, there is one location no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location.
Open air stage. Elevator. Green skittle.
The location, Agent Sheena, is of course the room you claim to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochin's a thorough inspection. Investigation, inspection, lots of I words.
Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there.
I'll be the one to decide that. I am the decider. Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir. I'm on it. I'll be right back after I checked out that room next to the office.
He's such a good boy.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think that Miss Sheena is the Yatagarasu?
Yes. If my logic is sound, I believe she is.
Then I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu. But can you prove that she's the Yatagarasu is the question.
If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will, then I should be able to.
And just what are you hoping he'll find?
Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier.
An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science.
It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu.
And what did you find out by doing that?
First, that he has a nice bum. And that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door.
Yes, even I will agree to that.
Even
Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Bubbly's ink.
Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway. Perhaps you should consider buying him a new one.
But is it really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove.
Hmm.
Mr. Edgeworth, I've found some things you really need to see, sir.
So I'll walk very slowly towards you, because you really need to see them now. Oh, so what are these things that you found?
I found some updog.
What is up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you, dog? And then Francisca whips him. And then she whips Edgeworth for falling for it. Okay,
Yep.
sorry. Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir.
You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing.
Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined?
Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Oh. Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now?
These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them.
They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this.
I say that let them look at your stuff, Sheena.
Lang?
Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right?
I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you'd like. After all, I have nothing to hide.
Good. Now let us begin.
Ow!
What was that? Ow. Was that you having nothing to hide?
No,
Good.
that was my voice actress cracking all of her knuckles by accident.
Poor thing.
I'm okay.
Let's just go down the row, I guess.
I believe I'll examine her makeup. A little blush here, a little lipstick here. What's this? It looks like a very thin paintbrush.
You use this for your eyes and your lips, are you an idiot? It's a lip brush. It's for putting on my lipstick. Ah! I found something with a lot of weird powder inside, sir!
That's... That's just foundation powder in there. It's nothing to get worked up over. Wow, you two sure know a lot about makeup. I think I need to confiscate them for a bit. Ooh, I never knew makeup consisted of this stuff too. I see. Oh, time to make a clerk asking people for the basics about makeup.
She seems to be completely absorbed in her study of cosmetics.
I guess there really wasn't anything suspicious in Agent Sheena's makeup.
I suppose not. Let us move on and examine something else. So, what now?
So, which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir?
Let's examine the coat.
Yes, sir.
It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena. The Atakarasu that Kay saw was wearing a coat,
And also breathing.
and I'm
You're
beginning to
breathing
wonder
too. Sorry, Staku.
if... Yes! I figured it out. It's because you're breathing. I knew I'd figure it out. I'm the best lawyer. I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace.
No, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire.
And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Excuse me.
Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire.
I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie?
Hey, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern I got on my coat when I went through the fireplace.
Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace.
Which I can.
How?
With fire! Ha 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 ha! You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Now I get to burn
Huh?
things.
Me? Sir? What did I do?
This coat. This is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat.
I don't get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir.
All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is.
Oh, and do you think you can do that?
Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat.
Cookie.
Cookie dough.
Babbly's ink?
Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Palaiano, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning.
You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again.
Like the sound of my own voice. The point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Bubbly's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet.
But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Babbly's ink on the coat hem.
Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds.
How?
How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is... Burn them all. We can find out whether that is Babbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire.
That's how you're going to prove it's Babbly's ink?
Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you folks for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.